18 months ago, she wanted to try polyamory and start a relationship with a guy she met online with my enthusiastic support. Welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, gonna go over a story titled Polyamory is a Effing Joke. And guys, this story is about a guy who's married to his wife for 15 years. And he is your typical nice guy. Typical nice guy that puts his wife's all her wants and needs first, and all of his wants and needs dead last. He makes her his queen, the center of his universe, and to no surprise, he's unhappy as hell. And obviously, so is she. And one day out of the blue, after 15 years of marriage, she wants to have an open relationship, or a polyamorous relationship. Problem is, she's the one that gets to do all the playtime, and he does nothing but sit around and deal with it. Also, you're going to see that he'll describe her as having mental problems, which he doesn't get into much details about, but it could be simply maybe she's medicated and diagnosed with something, or simply that's just her excuse for being an a-hole. And ultimately, guys, to no surprise, this is going to blow up in his face. And the guy's miserable, and she eventually kicks him to the curb and all that, and then wants to come back. It's a big mess. And this is a perfect example, guys, to show you, as I say all the time, these things don't work. If both parties went into the marriage or relationship being open, okay, there's a possibility it can work because they're into the same lifestyle. But to be married to someone, and then after 15 years and having kids with them, they say they want to do this type of lifestyle, no. It doesn't work that way. It's over. The second she brings it up, or if you're a woman, he brings it up, it's over. And you cannot entertain this out of fear you're going to lose him, or trying to be the better person that all the movies say. Also, I'm going to go back to the whole making a woman the center of your universe and sacrificing all your happiness to make her happy is a bad way to go. It's a bad way to live your life, but also it's going to make a gal lose respect for you. Women do not respect men who are pushovers and doormats and that suffer just to make them happy. They end up treating them worse, and the guys are always puzzled, saying, I did everything for her. I treated her so well. You did, and she lost all respect for you. Also about the whole monkey branching thing, where sometimes these open relationship things are a way to just find a dude with better resources and move on. And last but not least, you're going to see that ultimately this guy does move on, but he's gone through a whole lot of hurt. Now this video I could have easily done on my other channel, but I thought it'd be a good one for here, so I mixed things up. And if you guys end up liking these types of things where I do a little more teaching, you can check out my other channel, Strong Successful Male, and you'll see more of that. So getting into it, he says here, we were married for 15 years. Our marriage was wonderful. She always had problems with mental health, but I loved her so much that I was willing to help her with those problems forever. She gave me 2 beautiful children who I continue to cherish. Well, if anything, he got 2 kids out of it. 15 years, wonderful marriage. I guarantee you that's not how she saw it. 18 months ago, she wanted to try polyamory and start a relationship with a guy she met online with my enthusiastic support. Smack. You love her so much that in 15 years of marriage and 2 beautiful children you cherish, and she all of a sudden, out of the blue, wants to start hooking up with other dudes, and your enthusiastic support, no wonder she's doing this. I mean, I'm sure you're a good guy, but seriously. No woman's going to respect a guy who's going to go along with that. And if she brings this thing up, it's over. You can't. You're enthusiastic about her having some other dude or dudes hot dogs in her mouth. Is that's gets you excited? One has to question about, if you're into a certain type of thing I'm not going to mention in this channel. Never allow that. It's over. 3 months ago, that relationship ended, and then she met another guy who she fell in love with. They made plans for him to fly here for them to spend the weekend alone at a hotel. Smack. Again, you're allowing this. What the hell, dude? Have some self-respect. How about the kids? Their mom's out with Lord knows who. What kind of mother does that to their children? Seriously. And you're allowing that? Say, it's over. Get out. Pack your shit. Move on. It did not take me long to realize that polyamory wasn't for me. You think? I had assumed that it would have been a group thing, but what she wanted was a private relationship with him. I tried my hardest to be okay with it, but I could never get around the idea. I put myself through a lot of pain trying to make it happen, and I couldn't. Right there. Put myself through a lot of pain to make it happen, make her happy. He's suffering to make her happy. Nobody should do this for anyone. No woman should do this for a guy. No guy should do this for a woman. And particularly with guys. You do all these things that you don't want to do, and she knows it. She's going to lose respect for you. Women cannot, and I would say will not, cannot love a guy they don't respect. And if they don't respect him, they're going to treat him like crap. And it's only going to get worse and worse. And eventually they will kick you to the curb after all the cheating and horrible abuse. I told her that I couldn't do it. Crying as hard as I've ever cried before. Smack. Dude, have some self-respect. No man should ever cry and beg and plead to anyone. And certainly not his woman. You think that's going to make her feel more attracted to you? You think her feeling bad for you is going to make things better? Women want a masculine, strong man, not a crybaby. Again, this is the bullshit they show in movies. Guy cries, the woman loves it. Bullshit. And rather than being comforting for me, she went dead. All she could think about was herself. All she could think about was having to end the relationship with him. Of course, she's not going to comfort you. What do you want, your mommy? They don't want to be your mommy. She's an a-hole, we can all agree this, but this guy's not helping his situation. And I gotta wonder, after 15 years of a guy behaving in this manner, probably crying, overly emotional, kissing her ass, this is probably why she did what she did. It's not cool, but this guy isn't helping himself. Less than a month later, she left me. She said that she's been unhappy for 2 years, but it seems awfully suspicious that she would say nothing for 2 years. Only to say something once she was unable to have some other guy come over and F her. She was biding her time. She was waiting for your replacement. That's what she was doing. Yeah, she was unhappy, okay? And yeah, people can be unhappy in relationships and marriages, but you care about the other person, you communicate, and you try to work on it. But if everything's dead, then you move on. But in her case, she had her husband here to take care of the bills, take care of the kids, where she was out looking for his replacement. That's really what was going on here. She used the whole polyamory crap as a way to get him to go along with it to make her happy, and she was looking for his replacement. I'm telling you, women can always be heartless savages left to their own devices, and if they lose all respect for guys, but it's more now than ever. And this poor guy, who probably is a good guy, just clueless, suffers. She didn't have a job. Shocker. I supported her and our family. I gave her 15 years of my life, abandoning any dream I might have so that I could work a job that would provide us a stable income. Smack. Abandoning all your hopes and dreams just to make her happy. Very movies of you. No guy should ever do that. Doesn't mean you're not good to your girl, but she's got to be good back to you. Sounds like this guy's a giver and she's a taker. And look what happened. I was good to our children. I continue to be a fantastic father. But none of that seems to matter to her. All this seems to matter to her is that she gets what she wants, no matter the cost, no matter the toll it takes on the people who love her. Well, obviously, she's a selfish a-hole. She's a narcissist. And I want to go back to this whole mental issues he describes in the beginning. No guy should ever get in a relationship or stay in a relationship with a gal who has mental issues, okay? Some people may have an issue with that, but why bring that into your life? I'm trying to help guys have drama-free lives, or as minimal drama as possible. And gals with mental issues, that's just going to make your life a living hell. But again, what's the narrative in the movies? Be the hero. Be the white knight. Look what that got him, right? I'm seeing other people now. Good. I've cleaned up my house and I'm moving on with my life. Still, however, I find myself incredibly bitter some mornings. I was wronged. She was selfish. And now my family has been cut in half because of it. If anything, you can learn from your mistakes and move on. But the question is, will this guy learn from his mistake? Does he even realize the mistakes he's making? The most annoying part about this whole thing is that she'll never realize what she really did. She'll never realize how badly she treated me, and she'll never realize how selfish she's been. Polyamory is an effing joke, and it destroyed my relationship with the woman I love more than anything else in my entire life. Smack. How can you love someone that doesn't love you? Last night she said she was going to come by and help me put up the Christmas tree with the kids. She stayed at her Airbnb, which her boyfriend is paying for. What a waste of effing time. So that's the end of this story real quick, and I'm going to say my piece. I'll read a few comments and wrap this up. But see, guys, now, Open relationships, open marriage, all that stuff, I think is bullshit. I really do. And again, unless you enter the relationship both into that lifestyle, it's not going to work. And any guy who goes along with it is a fool. And he's going to be inviting a whole lot of drama into his life. And it's over. The second she brings it up, it is over. I've TISC all the time. Countless stories I've done, same situation. But in this situation, she used that to find a replacement. That's what was going on. And once she found the replacement, he's toast. And they're heartless. And this guy gave up 15 years of his own personal happiness and all that. He said it right there, just to make her happy. And he never could make her happy. Women don't respect guys. They're pushovers. They're attracted to strong, masculine men that take charge, do what they want to do. End of story. Hopefully this guy learns. Best thing he can do is just cut off all ties as best legally. They divorce. He's probably going to obviously have to pay alimony because she doesn't have a job, and he's going to get hit hard financially. But a man can move on, be stronger, and all that. And hopefully he learns, stop being that nice guy. Stop being that pussy. Putting the girl first, kissing her ass, making yourself miserable, crying and all that stuff. No. This guy needs to man up. He needs material like mine and other channels to help him. And hopefully, on the second round, he gets things right. Now, with the kids, you got to feel bad for those kids. I mean, she just not only abandoned him, but also the kids. But also shows she's just, even if he wasn't weak, she is a selfish, narcissistic a-hole. Gotta be careful, guys. You get involved with this is why you do a heavy screening process before you get into relationships, let alone marriage. Now, real quick, a few comments before I wrap this up. One guy says this: I hate to break it to him, but that relationship was doomed from the start. Even if she never heard of polyamory or polygamy, it would have been something else. She knew she wanted someone else before she even met anyone else. Correct. Find his replacement. I think if the OP thinks of his marriage as any other marriage that's failed, and most do, he'll have an easier time healing from this. Instead of putting all the blame on polyamory, which I'm not a fan of either, but he's using the word as a sort of scapegoat for all the problems when, again, they would have never lived happily ever after regardless. Maybe the silver lining is he could have stayed with her forever, been miserable, or this happened, and now she's gone, and he has a chance to start over, hopefully learning from his mistakes. Another guy says, yeah, if I'm in a long-term relationship and they ask for any kind of open relationship after we've already been together, I'm going to read that into that so hard that they simply can't be honest and don't want to be with me. I'd bring up ending it almost immediately after that discussion popped up. Exactly. At least let them know how it makes me feel and what it looks like to me. So where we go from there and their response or reaction. Correct. If it starts that way or they're talking about it from early on, that's totally different. If it starts out monogamous, I'm staying that way. That's just how I handle things though. Yeah, exactly. Starts off open, okay. But you're together years and they bring it up? No, it's over. Another guy says, no. She wanted permission to find someone else before leaving him so she wouldn't be homeless or have to find a job. This was clearly about her finances, not her feelings. Yeah, she's very calculating, very cold. She's not as mental as you may think. She may behave mental, but she can figure these things out. She's diabolical. And last one, I said it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. A happy and healthy relationship doesn't involve other people, period. No one who's happy and satisfied in the relationship is interested in polyamory. Exactly. Guys, I kid you not, yesterday I had a girl send me a message on Instagram. This is perfect for this video. And she's been married for 2 years. She's 25. I can see pictures of her, really pretty. And she wanted to know if I thought it was a good idea if before she and her husband got married, she had a girlfriend. They would have playtime together. They would hook up. Obviously, she's bisexual. And she wanted to know that she's married. She's having urges again to bring her into the bedroom. And she says her husband's cool with it. And she wanted to know my opinion. But she's worried that it could jeopardize the marriage, jeopardize the relationship, cause issues. He's attracted to her, a whole mess. Wanted to know my opinion. And I told her flat out, bad idea. I said, look, you may be feeling that urge, but look at the big picture. Is it worth jeopardizing your relationship for? You really have to question these things, okay? And yeah, it's another girl, and I'm sure your husband thinking this is a great idea. But it could be, and even if it's another girl, it could bring problems. It's not worth it. And I said, honestly, look at the big picture. Is it worth jeopardizing? And she responded and said, yeah, I agree, blah, blah, blah. So who knows what she may do. But the point is, I gave her my honest answer there. Bringing someone involving in the bedroom, the relationship, is going to bring problems. It's not worth it if you truly do care about the person you're with. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And, guys, you come across a good story you'd like to share, by all means, email it to me, strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. Just give me some time to get to it, and I will in time. And don't forget to include the link. Some guys say, SSM, I got a great story for you. And I'm like, well, where the hell's the link? And they never write back to me. So just make sure you include that link to whatever article or story you find. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.